Beloved, welcome to the very first episode in our new 10-episode arc here on the VybeShift podcast. The Sovereign Self, a journey into sacred authority. This arc is a sacred exploration of what it truly means to stand in the fullness of your own sovereignty, not as a concept, not as a borrowed ideal, but as a lived vibration, an embodied truth. For too long, many of us have given our power away to systems, to expectations, to the voices of others, and perhaps most of all, to the unhealed parts of ourself that believed we were unworthy of carrying the mantle of our own sacred authority. But sovereignty is not about domination. It is not about rising above others and taking control of the external world. Sovereignty is the vibrational remembrance that within you lives a divine compass, a living source, field of wisdom and authority that no external power can touch, diminish, or define. In this first episode, Awakening the Inner Sovereign, a return to sacred authority, we will journey into the very heart of the sovereignty. We will ask, what does it mean to be sovereign in a world designed to fracture and distract you? How do you reclaim your sacred authority without slipping into control, resistance, or rebellion? And most importantly, what does it look like to live each day as the radiant embodiment of your sovereign self? Before we can truly awaken sovereignty, we must acknowledge where we've misplaced it. Many of us have built false thrones of approval, achievement, and identity. We've crowned our careers, our relationships, or even our suffering as the ruler of our inner kingdom. But these thrones are fragile, built on shifting sands. When they crumble, we feel lost. But the truth is, the sovereign self was never gone. It's simply waiting patiently beneath the noise. The sovereign self does not shout, it whispers. It doesn't demand attention with force, it invites presence with resonance. Sovereignty is not about always being the loudest voice in the room, but about cultivating the deepest listening within yourself. To be sovereign is to anchor into your soul's frequency so fully that external chaos no longer dictates your alignment. Authority is not about rules, it's about alignment. When your choices, your thoughts, and your actions arise from the deeper river of your truth, you no longer need external validation. Your authority becomes a vibration others can feel even when you're saying nothing. This is the radiant strength of a being who has remembered themselves. Now let's engage in the expanding exercise called the Throne Within. I invite you right now to close your eyes, breathe deeply, imagine yourself entering a vast inner hall. At the very center is a throne. Notice, it is not built of gold and jewels, but of light, pure, steady, eternal light. This is the seat of your sovereign self. Now, ask yourself, who have I unknowingly allowed to sit here? Whose voices, whose judgments, whose systems have I placed upon this throne? With compassion, thank those influences for the roles they've played in your life. And now, with courage, reclaim the throne. Imagine yourself stepping forward, taking your seat, not as an act of ego, but as an act of remembrance. Feel what it is to belong here, to reign not by control, but by vibration, to embody your own authority. Beloved, sovereignty is not something you must earn. It is not a title you must be granted. It is your birthright, the deepest truth of who you are. In this arc, we will continue to explore how sovereignty weaves through your relationships, your purpose, your healing, and your leadership. But today I invite you to carry this image with you, the throne within, lit by the eternal flame of your own being. Return to it again and again, sit upon it daily, and know you are sovereign.